Greetings, everyone. And I'm so excited that you're here. Oh my gosh, the confidence coach is with me in the house.
Woo!
How are you, Andrea?
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much, Angel Marie. I'm so pumped.
And you've got the confidence.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. And you know what, let me just say that, I've known Andrea for quite a while now, and watching her putting on these events about confidence and health. And that's why it really resonated, and I really enjoyed the value that she's giving, and then also her values. And that's why I'm here hosting her tonight, because it really touched my heart. And everything is from my heart. So again, thank you for really coming on and giving this platform so that we can show people and help people with the confidence.
Yes. Thank you so much, Angel Marie. Tonight is all about your health and confidence. This is all about you, every single one of you that is listening. I'm so excited. And as you're watching, whether you're on the replay or live, I want you to comment and say where you're from. We want to hear from you and know where you're coming from so we can all be together in this.
Absolutely. So get your chat fingers on is what I call it. And the other thing is what I'd like for you to do, that is watching, Jeanette just came on, quite a few of you are coming on, is get those fingers going, So if you resonate with something, and I might bing up and just do this. And that means I echo what she's saying and I get it. And then the other one that I really would like to see, and you do it at home, even though we can't see you, but go ahead and do it at home. You go, and that is a mind blow. So really great. So yes, thank you, Laura, for putting down that you're from Virginia, I think, or
Herndon, Virginia. Woo, Laura.
Yay! And Whitney's from Texas. Thank you. Come on, bring it on. Let's tell you where we're from. So let me take a moment here while everybody's coming on and tell you a little bit about this amazing lady, Andrea, and she's going to tell you a little bit more. But yeah, Jackie's from Oklahoma. Yay, good to see you, Jackie. And, she is a health and confidence coach who believes that every woman, that's you, just like you, can feel confident in their own skin. Isn't that so amazing? In our own skin, yes. And one of her passions is to help women, just like you, create massive change for peace, freedom, and joy in their life. That's right up about what I understand and what I believe in also. So as people are starting to come on, I'm excited about getting going. Do you dive right in? You want to give a few more minutes for people to come on?
I think let's dive right in. I'm super excited. I think let's go.
She must be super excited to want to dive right in. So let's do it. I say let's do it. And please, everybody, Sherry, you just came on. Hello, my dear. Hello, Andrea. Go ahead and get your chat fingers on. Show us where you're from. Ask any questions. She can see the questions. I can see the questions. Go ahead and ask. And let's have this interaction because I'm excited. So here we go. We're just going to go ahead and take it away.
Woohoo! Okay, thank you so much, Angel Marie. So, like Angel Marie said, this night is about you. And I want you to know that I am here for you. We're going to have some real talk tonight because health and confidence is no joke. And I want this to be a discussion and to be interactive. I want you to imagine that we're sitting together in my kitchen, in my living room. That's where I am right now, is I'm just chilling in my house. I want this to be like we're just chatting as a bunch of ladies just wanting to grow and be enthusiastic for each other. Because today we are revealing the 3 secrets to unwavering confidence in your health and self. We're going to have real talk. You're going to hear some Andrea stories. I'm kind of known for my Andrea stories. And most importantly, we're going to hear from you. So anytime that something sticks out to you that you are like, oh my gosh, light bulb moment, I want you to comment and I want you to say, wow, Angel Marie, wow, Andrea, I needed to hear this. Or if you have any questions, I'm here for you. And so I want you to comment any questions that you have. And we have a whole spectrum of people here, all ages, all experiences, different levels of health and confidence and experience. And so we're going to be going through some amazing foundational principles, but also a super big deep dive into tactics and strategy. This is not just fluff. And I'm so excited to share with you what I teach. I'm giving you a lot of free value here, and I'm super, super excited. Some of you may know a little bit, but I can guarantee you that this is honestly going to be a transformational experience. And I want you to stay until the end because there's a huge surprise. Just because I'm here with Angel Marie, I am doing something huge. And so I want you to stay until the end. But okay, if you're ready, I want you to comment #ready. I want you to comment #ready if you are ready to start because we are going to get going. Holy cow. Okay, so as you can see, I'm super high energy. And when I am high energy, it means that like I feel like my energy is good. My vibration is high. Angel Marie talks about this all the time about shining your light. And what we're going to talk about today is about shining your light. I love that I've collaborated with Angel Marie because we fit so perfectly together. It's such a beautiful thing. Whitney, Laura, Jackie, Sherry, so excited. Okay, so as we talked, we're going to be talking about the 3 secrets to unwavering confidence in your health and self. This is an amazing thing. But first, I need you to know about me because like you're probably like, who the heck is this person? So when I was younger, this is me and my sister. I am the older one, like with the really short hair right here, that kind of bob haircut. My mom loved it. I hated this haircut all growing up, but it looks cute in this photo. And so growing up, it was me, my sister, my mom, and my dad. And I was blessed with an amazing family. And of course we had our struggles, but overall we were really tight. But one of the really important things to know about me is that by default, I just kind of lived in a healthy home. And I know not a lot of people have this, but it's really important that you understand because this was a pivotal thing in my journey that is bringing me to the ability to be able to help you today. So in this healthy home that I grew up in, my sister ran track. My mom cooked really good, healthy foods. And my dad, he was the type of person where when I went to him saying, hey, Dad, can I have a new phone? He said, sure, but I'm not just going to hand it to you. We're going to go on 8 obstacle 5Ks together and you can earn a new phone. Isn't that crazy? I want you to comment below and be like #crazy if that's just totally nuts. I went on 8 obstacle 5Ks. I ran in a color run. I did a mud run. I did a zombie run just so I could have this new phone. But here's the thing, kind of taking a step back here, you can kind of imagine that I lived in this life where just by default I was healthy. I didn't have to think about it. If anything, me out of the 4 of us in my family, I was probably the least athletic out of everyone. Whenever my family said, hey, let's go on a hike, I would be the one that would kind of mumble and grumble and not go. But then when I went, it would be totally fine. Yeah, Laura says crazy. Whitney says crazy, awesome. Amber says crazy. Yeah, it's so crazy. So I grew up with this mentality that, oh, okay, everyone just lives like this. I don't have to think about it. And that's what I thought life was like. Until this. How handsome is my husband? Can we just say that for a second? Okay, but we need to back up. So when I was 18, I left my healthy home and I went to college. I lived overseas for 1.5 years by myself. I came back, I met the guy, I got married, and I was super happy. And up until this point, I had not had to think about making health decisions. When I left my home and I went to college and I was overseas, and before I got married, I had this period where I gained a lot of weight. I was so used to not having to think about it that when I left my home and I didn't have these people around me that were health-minded, all of a sudden I completely jumped off the healthy train, like completely jumped off. And so I gained 30 pounds and I slowly started my health deteriorating. But then I realized, I was like, okay, I'm going to kick myself into gear and it's going to be all right. And I got married and it was okay, fine and dandy. Until about 1 year after we got married, I started really struggling, super struggling. This is a picture of me, my husband, and our foreign exchange student, Ido. He was from Kyrgyzstan and he was living with us for 1 year just because we thought it would be fun and we wanted to help him out. So during this period, after about 1 year, something happened in my husband and I's life that was really stressful. it's not super important what it is, but it really kind of threw a stress ball into our marriage. And I started thinking, okay, I'm stressed out. I'm not thinking about myself. And I'm like, I literally don't have enough mental space to think about myself and my health and what I'm eating. If you've ever felt like that, I want to hear in the comments. Comment anytime you've felt that, or if you've just ever felt too stressed to think about yourself, too stressed about an experience or your work or a relationship or anything like that. Have you ever felt stressed because of something else going on in your life where you've just forgotten to think about your health? I want you to comment yes if you have. Remember, this is a dialogue. I want to hear from you. I'm really excited to get to know you more. Because what happened is after more and more time passed, I gained these 30 pounds back and clothes started not fitting. I started feeling really tired, really sluggish. And honestly, I felt really low self-confident, extremely low self-confident. And maybe you felt this way too, where you just feel like, how did I get to this point? Like, actually, how did I get to this point? I was laying in bed at night thinking, okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, I actually don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm stressed. I'm tired. I know I'm not eating healthy, but I'm trying to eat healthier. It's like nothing's working. And it was so frustrating. Oh my gosh, it was so frustrating. And so what happened is this was peak health crisis, mental health crisis for me, where I honestly was really struggling and I felt stuck. I felt stuck and I didn't know what to do. But this pivotal moment, I'm actually going to talk more about this picture later on because there's a really interesting story that goes along with this, but I'm saving that for later. But I need you to know that I hit this point in my life a few years ago where I was really struggling. And I started this process, this journey of getting my health and confidence back. And not even back, but even more than ever. If you're excited to hear about how I actually did this, I want you to comment #Let'sGo. Put in a few emojis there too. Okay, so I hear from Sherry, I used to stress eat, got up to 298 pounds. Yes, this is so common. Amber says she used to get stressed out. Sherry, yes. Angel Marie, yes. We have all been there. So if you're ready to start learning about the tactics and the strategies and revealing these secrets, I want you to comment #Let'sGo. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Because I realized that everything I was hearing about dieting and living a healthy lifestyle wasn't true. When I hit this really low point in my life, I did not feel ready to, the thing was I was ready, but nothing was working. I did not feel like anything was working. I was Googling healthy recipes. I was going to the gym. I was doing the home workouts. I tried the diets. Nothing was working. Have you ever felt frustrated with things just like not working? Have you ever tried a diet and it hasn't worked? Have you ever tried home workouts and they've never worked? Have you ever Googled quick and easy healthy recipes for dinner? Have you ever done that? I want to hear from you. Yes, if you have ever done that before and then gotten frustrated that nothing seemed to be working. I realized that what I was seeing on social media, what I was seeing on the internet was not working. Nothing was working, and I was so frustrated. And the thing that was so interesting is I figured out a new way to have sustainable nutrition and lifelong confidence. This is such an amazing thing. We're going to be talking about this thing, but at this low point, I went into research mode. I started realizing, wait, there are things my family are doing that no one else is doing. I didn't realize there were principles being passed down through the generations in my family that made us healthy just by default. Would you like to know what those things are? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to talk about that with you because I figured out this new way. This is not an improvement on anything else that you've done. And you can see like how excited I am about this because this is new. You haven't heard this before. It's so exciting. So what we're going to be talking about today is the thing that I created. When I got myself out of that really low point in my life, I tested a whole bunch of things and I realized, okay, this is the path that anyone can go on to have unwavering confidence in their health and themselves. I created a new framework that has worked on me and worked on dozens of other women that I've worked with. And I'm going to share that with you. It's called the 3 pillars in flow. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh. This is what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be revealing the 3 secrets of how to have unwavering confidence in your health and self. This is the path. And now there's blanks here. We're going to fill this in as we go. But it's super important that you understand this is 3 pillars in flow. The 3 pillars are the 4 rectangles at the top. The flow are the 5 steps on the bottom. We're going to be talking about each one of these things. Okay, are we ready? We're actually ready now. Okay. When someone applies these secrets, when we reveal these secrets and when we apply it, you become a confidence creator. This is the identity that you come into. There's a few women on here that have worked with me. They know what a confidence creator is. If you're a confidence creator, I want you to put an emoji below because you know what I'm talking about. A confidence creator is happy in their life. Doesn't mean that they're never sad, but it means they're accountable and disciplined. They're constantly growing and they're learning about themselves. They're authentic and they don't hide from anyone. Does this sound like an amazing thing? Because you're here, you are a confidence creator. As you're listening to these 3 secrets unfold, your life is going to change. And because you're here, you are a confidence creator. So if you have your paper and pen down, I want you to write, I am a confidence creator. Okay, the first secret, why nutrition and healthy eating is not your first step. How many of you have ever thought, okay, I need to be healthy. I need to be healthy. I'm going to start Googling healthy recipes. I'm going to start Googling nutrition or dieting. Have you ever thought that this is the first step? I want you to comment yes or no. Yes, if you thought that nutrition and healthy eating was the first step to being healthy. Because here's the secret. It's not. It's actually not your first step. And we're going to be talking about what that first step is. That first step of being unwavering in your health and confidence is the first pillar of this framework. It's called mastering your thoughts. Now, that doesn't mean anything to you right now, but we're going to dive into that. And you're going to have this down. You're going to know what this means by the end. Okay, mastering your thoughts. I need to back up and tell this story. So I told you that this photo actually was a really meaningful experience for me. Are you okay if I get vulnerable with you for a second? I don't think I'm going to cry at this point. I'm a crier. I got it from my mom. I don't think I'll cry, but is it okay if I'm vulnerable with you? I want you to know this is a safe space. So in this photo, there's actually way more going on in this photo than I let on in the beginning. This was a day where it was really beautiful outside, and we wanted to take our foreign exchange student out on a trip to see the local area. I live in Utah. We have some amazing mountains and hikes, and so we went with our neighbors to a hike called Bridalvale Falls. And it's this waterfall that looks like a veil of a wedding. I kid you not, it's gorgeous. And oh my gosh, I'm just like so excited to tell you this. Oh, Laura says, yes, we love Andrea stories. Yes, this is one of the Andrea stories. So here we are about to go on this hike. We take our neighbors, we've got the dogs. You can see my dog here. He is struggling because he wants to go play in the water. He was a little crazy at this point. Today's his birthday, actually. So here we are, we're driving on the way to the waterfall. And I'm really excited, and I'm excited to show Ido this tourist attraction. We're there with our friends, and this was a holiday weekend. There were so many people. We're walking down the path. It's paved, you can see here. We're walking down this path, and it's crowded. Like, there are tons of people like brushing up against you, and this is pre-COVID. This was a while ago. And we get to the waterfall, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I think, oh my gosh, I need to take a photo. I'm excited. And I want Ido to have this photo so he can show his mom. So I hand my phone to my neighbor Hannah. And so she has the photo, she has the phone in her hand. We're standing there. Rudy's struggling, obviously. Click, she takes the photo, she hands the phone back, and I look at it. And when I look at it, something happens, something shifts in me. I see that photo and I don't recognize myself. My first thoughts were, oh my gosh, like I let myself go. I don't like, am I even beautiful anymore? Like this got heavy really fast, but like, honestly, these are the thoughts going on in my head. I thought, wow, I've gained a lot of weight. I don't even know if I should post this to social media. I felt that pit in my stomach of, shoot, I don't look like myself. I could tell that light was gone from my eyes. And this was a pivotal moment where I was like, shoot, I need help. Like, I actually need help. This was peak stress and peak frustration of nothing working. But something clicked inside of me. When I felt that pit in my stomach, I realized, okay, something's got to change. And that was the moment where I realized, okay, I need help and I'm going to figure this out. Like, I'm actually going to figure out this time. I'm just going to ignore everything the internet's telling me and what social media is telling me, because obviously that's not working. I'm going to figure out my own path. But I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a photo taken, or you've looked at something and either like it's kind of a heavy experience where you're like, oh my gosh, like what have I done? Or you just think you're like, wow, yeah, I just don't look that great in that photo. I look at this photo now and I feel for her. I feel the emotions of what it's like when I was in that emotional state, because I know how that feels, to feel really low self-confident and to realize I am making some extremely unhealthy decisions right now and I need help. If you've ever felt something like this, I want to hear from you. Because there's a beautiful thing we're going to be talking about. This mastering your thoughts. Something exciting was happening inside my brain. Mastering our thoughts. We're going to be talking about this. Okay, you've heard the story. This is where I discovered this. I need to give you an analogy, okay? So, are you so ready? Okay, this analogy is all about mastering your thoughts, okay? So, imagine this is you. You're here on earth, you're just tooting around, like having a fun time, right? And things are happening to you, okay? Things are happening around you. The people are talking to you. You're going to your job. You've got either your family or you're chilling by yourself, having a good time. Things are hard. Things are not hard. And you're just having all these experiences here on earth. And what we think is we are thinking, okay, these experiences are causing our emotions, right? This relationship is hard, so I'm frustrated. Or, hey, I made like a super good cupcake today and now I'm excited. So we think that whatever is going on around us is causing our emotions. We're just here, like we're here on earth, and it's like emotions just based off of things around us. This is something that Angel Marie actually talked about, how she likes that I talk about the emotional connection with health and confidence. Not a lot of people talk about this. And so here we are, we're here on earth, and all of these things are causing our emotions, right? But here's the thing. They're not. Our experiences are not causing our emotions at all. And I want you to be really open to hearing this. If this is a new concept, this isn't going to be so powerful. And if you've heard this before, I want you to really let this sink in tonight. Our emotions are not dictated by our experiences. We're missing a step here. We have our experiences, we have our emotions, but there's something in the middle. What could that be? Like, actually, what could that be? We are missing our brain or our thoughts. Anytime anything happens in our life, we are having thoughts about those experiences. So, for example, this will be a good example. Imagine, so you're here on earth, you're just living your life and you hit traffic, right? This is an experience. You hit traffic. And as you're sitting in traffic, all of a sudden you're frustrated and you just feel all these negative emotions. And here's the thing. You're not feeling frustrated because you're in traffic. You're feeling frustrated because of the thoughts that you're having about being in traffic. These are two very important different things. Your thoughts are dictating your emotions. having thoughts like, shoot, I'm going to be late for a meeting or an appointment, or I'm supposed to be somewhere right now, or why can't the person in front of me just move? Those are thoughts about your situation that you're having or that situation you're in. And your emotions are coming from your thoughts. Okay, I need to hear from you. How are we feeling? Is this making sense? I want you to comment #makes_sense. #makes_sense if this is making sense, because this is pivotal. This is so important. Sometimes when I've told this, people have said, holy cow, Andrea, I had no idea. Because when we look at this, we realize, wow, our brains and our thoughts play a huge role in our life. And what's amazing is when we know this amazing role that our thoughts have, that's when we work on our thoughts. Oh my gosh, it's so powerful. So instead of a traffic example, I want to talk about your body and body image. So, for example, we're not talking about traffic anymore. This idea of your weight, right? If you have ever thought a lot about your weight, or you've weighed yourself a lot, or you think about how much am I losing or how much am I not losing, if you have ever had a lot of experiences with your weight, I want you to comment an emoji. Any emoji, you can do whatever, however you're feeling. If you have ever had this experience of fixating on the weight and on your body, this idea of mastering your thoughts and of having these thoughts in our brains dictate our life, the idea is your body is not actually the problem. The experience of living here on this earth and having your life here, how you look, your body, your weight, that is not dictating your emotions and your frustration. Your thoughts about your weight, your thoughts about your body are dictating your emotions. So if you're fixating on the number on the scale, you're doing something wrong. But here's the thing. You just didn't know this before now. It's not your fault. This is what society tells you need to focus on, is the number on the scale. And if you lose 10 pounds, then you'll be happy. Because here's the thing. When you master your thoughts, you are able to be confident and healthy now, no matter what you look like. Oh my gosh. Okay. How are we feeling? #makes_sense if that makes sense. Is this new? Is this not new? I want to hear from you. Let's get some feedback. So we've talked about how your first step to unwavering confidence in your health and yourself is in your mind. It's actually in your mind. And I want to hear any questions that you have. Because this idea that our first step is in our mind and it's in our thoughts, this means that we will just keep running around in circles, doing a bunch of actions, trying different diets, trying to cut out sugars or carbs. And please don't do that. We're going to talk about that in a second. But if you're cutting out foods, if you are counting calories like crazy, no matter what you do and how much you do that, it's not going to be sustainable. Because your brain is not in it. Your thoughts are not aligned. If your thoughts are not aligned with your actions, your emotions are going to be out of whack. And when your emotions are out of whack, you're going to be out of whack. We all know how that feels, to not have a great handle on our emotions. And then all of a sudden, everything in our life seems to be hard, because it's so true. Okay. So get out the pen and paper. This is the tactics. So our first secret about how our first step to unwavering health and confidence, we know it's in our mind. So how do we actually master our thoughts? Number one, you have to start working on your thoughts. Don't start Googling. Don't start joining a crazy gym, getting a personal trainer. Don't do any of that until you start working on your thoughts. Number two, understand how your thoughts are affecting you. This means that when you have a thought in your head, how does that feel? How are you feeling and how is that affecting you? And then number three is that's when you move forward in new ways. How do we feel about this? Is this exciting? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Okay, we got super tactical there for a second. Because when you apply this first secret of the 3 pillars in flow, remember we're talking about the 3 pillars in flow, this new framework. When you apply this first secret, this is what you're going to have. You're going to have peace and clarity in your life. You're not going to be running around like a headless chicken. You're going to have a handle on your emotions. You're going to feel more in control. You're going to feel happier. You're not going to be dictated by everything that's going on around you. And you're actually going to make a real change in your life. If you have tried everything known to man, or if you're just starting out on your health journey and you are not seeing progress, I guarantee you it's because you haven't done this. And again, it's not your fault. This is an extremely empowering principle. This is how confidence creators think. Confidence creators master their thoughts, and confidence creators have peace and clarity. They handle their emotions and they have real change. And I want to hear from Laura. Laura is a confidence creator. She and I have worked together for a long time. Laura said, I had prior experience with this and didn't have success until I worked with Andrea. I cannot speak highly enough of this process. Laura, you are literally a rock star. Laura is a confidence creator. When she came to me, she said, Andrea, I need help. And I said, girl, let's do this. And so because she was able to master her thoughts, the progress that she has seen in her life is amazing. Laura, if you're here, comment an emoji below just to let us know you're here. How are we feeling? Oh my gosh. What did you learn? I want to hear from you. This is an amazing principle that we've talked about. And this is the first secret to unwavering confidence in your health and self. We have to master our thoughts.
I'm getting mind blown. I am blown right here. I mean, wow. This is beautiful. This is so awesome. I mean, I love how you put that. Andrea, how you put that I am the confidence creator. I love that. I also love how the thoughts, the mindset, your beliefs, that emotions were graphic. That was genius because it really made sense and it put things more in perception for me on how, and I see everybody's just going, how excited they are. And, Whitney, Laura, Sherry, Jeanette, Sherry, and Angelica, Laura, John. We even got John's out here too.
Love it.
I love it. Love everything. Is Laura in the house? Is she coming out?
Yeah, Laura is in the house.
Well, this is beautiful. And, understanding your thoughts is so important, and how it is the emotion, because it affects the emotion. What happens? Mm-hmm. It does that dopamine, that chemical response. And then you say, screw it. And then you just eat badly. And I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
100%. And that's what happens, and being able to shift the energy. Yeah. So I love this. And then your story. Wow. Thank you so much. Woo woo. Thank you.
Yes, Laura.
Totally. I'm just mind blown. And so can we just kind of like shake it out, or is there anything else on the first section? Because I mean, a lot out of this first section.
Yeah, literally mind blown. I'm so excited. And guys, this is just the first secret. We haven't even gotten to the other two. That's what's next. I'm so excited.
So we're just going to shake it out and do the shine on shake just a little bit to shake it out, because that was a lot of information. And maybe you had never heard that before about how you can really shift your mindset. And this is another way to shift it so that you can really experience more on the secret number 2 that Andrea has to be bringing to us to move it out and to connect on a different level to what she has to say. So are we ready to go to the second one?
We are ready.
All right, here we go. I'll give it to you again. There you have it.
Woohoo! Angel Marie is amazing. I love her energy. Okay, secret number 2. If you're ready, I want you to comment #ready, okay? Because we're going to be talking about how to answer the $1 million question. This is about achieving your unspoken dream without feeling guilty for wishing for more. We're really going to dive into that. But first, I need to tell you a story. I need to tell you a story about this next pillar, understanding your heart, okay? We're going to dive into this more in a second. If you got your paper and pen, this is when you write things down. Our first pillar is mastering our thoughts. Our second one is understanding your heart. And this is what we're going to be talking about. Okay, are you ready? So we're going to be talking about the understanding your heart and about how to not feel guilt for wishing for more and how to answer this $1 million question. And you're probably thinking, Andrea, like, what are you talking about with this $1 million question? Okay. This $1 million question. Okay. I have to back up. So my husband and I, when we were first dating, we were later in our dating process, or maybe we were first married. I don't know. Taggart asked me a question. I remember I was sitting in the passenger seat of the car. We were on the highway, and Taggart asked me, Andrea, if you had $300 million, what would you do? Like if we won the lottery, we had $300 million. And I was like, whoa, this is kind of random. But here's the thing, it's not random. Taggart's a dreamer. He thinks about that all the time. I don't. And so here I am. I can't remember, we're either almost engaged or we're newly engaged. And I'm trying to act like I've thought about this before, because most people have thought about this, but I haven't. And I thought, okay, so if we won the lottery and we had $300 million, I would want to go on a trip and maybe buy a nice house. And he goes, Andrea, no. You have $300 million. That's using 0.0005 of that money. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I responded and I said, Tag, I love you, but I literally have never thought about this before. I actually have never thought, I honestly don't know what I would do, because it has literally never crossed my mind of what I would do with $300 million. And here's the thing. It did not cross my mind because I thought that if I went there in my mind, that I would somehow be ungrateful for what I had. And I was worried that if I thought about winning the lottery, and then I would get too excited about it, and then I wouldn't hit it, and then I wouldn't be able to, and then I'd be more sad because I wished for something, and then I didn't get it, and then I'd be sad, and then I'd be unhappy with where I was. Have you ever thought about this before? I want to hear from you. Have you ever thought that if you had a goal, or if you won $1 million and then you got excited about it and then you didn't hit it, are you worried? Have you ever worried about not hitting it and then being disappointed? Or that wishing for more was somehow being ungrateful for where you are now? Have you ever thought this before? I want you to comment yes if you have. Yes, I have felt guilty for wanting more for my life. Or yes, I have felt a lot of resistance to thinking about winning the lottery because I don't need the lottery. Have you ever felt this before? I sure have. In this moment, it came to me. And I realized I was avoiding something. I was avoiding setting my sights higher for myself. Not necessarily, okay, well, now we're away from the lottery. Just generally speaking, I was worried that setting goals or setting things higher for myself, that somehow, I would be more disappointed than I was now. Yes, Amber says, I've never wanted to jinx myself. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This idea that somehow if we wish for it and we hope and we manifest in all of this, that somehow we are jinxing ourselves. And Amber says, I felt guilt for wanting more or bigger. Yes, this is so normal. Oh my gosh, this is so normal. And so what I want to talk about is understanding your heart. That is what this means. Of understanding your heart. You're knowing who you are and who you want to be. When you think about the future, what does that look like? Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever thought about who you truly are right now in the present? Have you ever been able or really been really clear on what you wanted for the future? Whether it was the lottery or whether it was just 5 years from now, continuing with the life path you're on. Have you let yourself wish? Have you let go of that guilt to set your sights higher for yourself? Because sometimes it feels like we're on a hike. We have this trail map in front of us, and it's a map of crazy trails, right? Sometimes it feels like we're sitting there with this map, we're looking at all the trails, and each trail is a different life path, right? And we think, oh, I know a lot of people go on this path. That's the highest rated hike or trail. Or actually social media, that girl that I really look up to and who is beautiful and nice and has the perfect family or job or car, I know she's on this path. So how do I get on that one? And we're just sitting there with this map and we're like, what do I do? There's so many options. Everyone seems to be doing something else. Everyone else seems to be happy. Why am I not happy with the path that I'm on? It's because I'm on the wrong path. That's what we think, is that we are on the wrong path. But here's the thing. You're not. You're not on the wrong path. You're on the right path. And the reason I say that is because you're on the right path because you are where you are today. We're talking together. We're having this discussion. The fact that you're here means you're on the right path. We need to release all of the extra guilt and all of the extra just shame and anxiety and this idea that we're jinxing ourselves. It's so true that we think that. We need to let it go. Because when we're sitting here with this map and we have all these different life paths that we can choose, you're on the right one. Now you need to choose which one you're going to do. You get to choose. No one else. You get to choose what you want in your life. And how you choose is really important. No one else is influencing you. No one on social media, the news, your family, your friends. You get so many people telling you what's right and wrong all day, every day. Oh my gosh. There's so many inputs. But you get to choose. You can choose who to listen to. You can choose who influences you. And so understanding your heart is all about knowing who you are right now, knowing how you got to where you are, and then who you want to be in the future. What's that life you want? Who is this future Andrea, future Laura, Sherry, Amber, Emma, Whitney, John? Who is this future you? Because we have to know who that is. That's what understanding your heart is. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful thing. When we achieve the life that we've imagined, you literally can. You can achieve the life you've imagined by knowing who you want to be to your core. I'm not talking like surface level stuff. To your core, you can know who you are. Now's the paper and pen. We're applying this right now. Number one is you have to identify what you want. And I know this sounds so simple, but we have to allow ourselves to want something that's different than where we are. You have to choose. You have to let yourself want something. And then you have to erase that guilt. Just tell that guilt to go away. Emma says, love this. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're loving this. Because this was an epiphany that took me years. I was living in a place of just total stagnant, no growth. Once I graduated college and I got a job, years of I feel like I wasn't progressing. And it's because I thought if I wished for more, that I somehow wasn't going to get it, and then I was going to be more sad. But the fact that I didn't set that future self and identified who that future Andrea was, the fact that I didn't do that means I wasn't growing. And there's a specific way to actually identify that future you. There is a way to do that. I can't go into everything today. I wish I could. But you have to know who that is. And you have to erase that guilt. So this second secret of the 3 pillars and flow framework, this understanding your heart, this is going to help you not get in your own way. Have you ever felt like you've gotten in your own way? Have you ever done that? I want you to comment yes. If you have ever felt like you have gotten in your own way, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, have you ever gotten in your own way? I definitely have. Comment yes if you think you have too. What understanding your heart does is it gives you permission to make change. Sometimes we feel like we're not allowed to, and we actually gives us the ability to do it. And this is the story of Jade, someone who applied this principle. She said, Andrea helped me understand my heart and who I want to be. She came to me because she had these goals and these desires, but they weren't specific, and she wasn't putting the energy and the amount of time that she wanted to into these goals. Okay, let's give a round of applause for Jade and Laura. The amount of progress that they've had, holy cow, they're confidence creators. So how are we feeling about secret number 2?
I'm doing the mind blow. I am doing the mind blow right now. And everybody, let me see your chat fingers getting on, because, like Amber says, not get into your own way. Huge hurdle for everybody. It really is a huge hurdle. So understanding that and stepping into really, you're going through that. It's wonderful. And I love how you put that. Many of you are saying only every day. Laura's only every day, And it is, and it's truly our now self-wish. I really like that. I did. You're on mute. I know that.
Yes, that is okay.
Okay. To truly know and to let yourself wish, peak one, understanding your heart, wanting more. I really think that is a societal thing. Like you said, it's like if we want more, then it's going to be bad.
It's so true. It's so true. And when we understand our heart, that idea of giving ourselves permission, that idea is just, it's like someone tells us that we're not allowed to. It's like we need to give ourselves permission to. So if you need someone to give yourself permission, let me do that. Let me be that person for you. You are allowed to wish for more. It's so exciting.
And I'm going to second it. You are allowed to not only wish for more, but know that it's limitless and you can have all. So we're both giving you permission. Andrea, we're both giving them permission, because when you're on that right path, you don't have the shame. And I love how you put that, because when you feel shame, when you feel that, really it's time to release it, because your life path is waiting for you. And you put it so wonderfully. Nice.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, because you are allowed to give yourself that permission. And that's what this is all about. And I can't wait for secret number 3. Holy cow. Because these are the health tactics.
We're almost there, but I gotta say, because I really like this also, is that identifying what you want. Yeah. And that is one of the things that I find in so many over all these years, that you can ask somebody, what do you want? And they really don't know, because they limit. And it's identifying that and then erasing the guilt. Love how you put that. Just love how you put that. I just wanted to throw that out, and get out of your own way. Just get the fuck out of your own way. And you know what? Get out of your own way. Shake it out. It's time to shake, because we're almost at secret number 3. We want to bring up the energy, because all of this was mind-blowing. How Andrea put this, how it's coming at you, and we're almost ready. We're just going to move it a little, just because she is just awesome. Then we're going to move it in. So here we go. Are you ready to go to number 3?
Yes, we are so ready. And you might see my husband in the background. We are charging my laptop. So we're going to keep going. Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
Woohoo! Okay. Secret number 3 is about how to have lifelong health and confidence while still eating your favorite food. Perfect. Can y'all hear me? Awesome. Okay. What is so amazing about this? We are good. Awesome. Okay, I'm just making sure we are plugged in. My presentation was about to die. We are good. Okay, awesome. We're good. So this idea of being able to have health and confidence while still eating your favorite foods, it's just, nobody talks about this. They say you have to cut out sugars. You have to count calories. And it's actually the worst. So this is pillar number 3. Write this down. Optimize your health, okay? This is the secret we're talking about. How to be healthy and confident while still optimizing your health. It's so important. So important. Okay, so I need to tell you this story. And I'm going to get super vulnerable with you here. So in this photo, this was at the time where I started being in my crazy dieting phase where honestly, I tried everything. I tried cutting out sugars. I tried cutting out carbs. I tried cutting out all of these things, and nothing was working. And then I joined a low carb diet. I work in IT and I work with a bunch of amazing older guys. And they said, hey, Andrea, we're doing a low carb diet starting in January. Do you want to join? And so I did. And so what happened was this amazing group of men invited me. And what the rules were is I had 30 grams of carbs a day. Now, like that may have no reference because like I had no idea what that was either. 30 grams of carbs a day is like the equivalent of one slice of bread. I could have other foods, but carbs wise, the equivalent of one slice of bread. And so that meant like no pasta, no brownies, cake, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is my favorite food. None of my favorite foods. I had to stop eating them. And so what happened was I became very unhappy. My body was not getting the energy it needed. And so this idea of just being really unhappy. And so what happened, whoa, funky things are happening. I think we're good. We might need to reshare the live. Or how are we? Do we see the screen? Okay, we're now charging. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna share our screen again. So sorry for that. My thing was about to die. We are gonna share our screen. Okay, so what's amazing is I was not in this confidence creator mindset of this idea that I had to get rid of all of these foods that I loved. Oh my gosh, it was actually the worst. And so what happened was I became unhappy. I remember there was one Sunday morning, I woke up and I was able, Angel, I think you can share the screen now. I think we're back. Okay. What happened was on this Sunday morning, I woke up mid low carb diet, right? And what happened was I woke up, I was so hangry. I was hungry and angry, and it was like the actual worst. I was cranky, I was short, and that's not like me. That is not like me at all. I'm usually super positive. And so what happened is I woke up on this Sunday and oh my gosh, it was like actually the worst. And my husband, he noticed and he said, Andrea, I know something's off. Like, what's happening? He was super nice about it. He was really nice. And he said, Andrea, I can tell something's off. What's going on? What's wrong? And I said, well, I don't know. And I was like, all grumbly about it. And he said, Andrea, how is your health competition going? How's your low carb diet? Because he knew I was doing that. And I said, well, I almost lost 15 pounds in 2 weeks. And he goes, you what? Like, what? And in that split second, if I knew how to snap, I'd snap right now. In that split second, I realized this is wrong. This is actually wrong. Because life should not be like this where we have to cut out our favorite foods. In this photo, I look happy, but I was not because I was not eating my favorite foods. I thought that to be healthy and skinny and what the world thought like looked good or whatever, I thought that I had to do this because that's what everyone was telling me. If you have ever been told that you should go on a diet either by the internet or by a friend, I want to hear from you. If you have ever thought that the standard thing to do to be healthy is to go on a diet or to lose weight, is to go on a diet. I want to hear from you. I want you to say yes. Comment yes if you have ever been told this, because I sure have. Everything I Googled, you think about it, and it's Atkins diet. There's Weight Watchers. Like everything's about points and calories and reading nutrition facts all the time. It's exhausting. I was exhausted in this photo. And so what happened, honestly, is I was in this mentality of needing a diet. I hate this picture. I totally hate this picture. And you know why? It's because it's the stereotypical picture. We've got the stereotypical salad. You think if you have to be healthy, you have to eat salads for lunch or salmon. I swear every magazine at the end for the celebrities are like, oh, how do you stay so fit? Or what's your daily nutrition routine? I swear it's salmon and salad for lunch all the time. Greek yogurt for breakfast, salmon for dinner, and a salad for lunch. It's like everyone says the same things. I also hate this photo because there's a notepad in there. The idea that you have to track your calories, you have to track how many carbs you have. It's like the amount of mental energy that goes into that is absolutely insane. And this tape measure, oh my gosh, like how awful is this? That tape measure, do you realize how bad that is for body image? The fact that you have to like measure yourself? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Because I want to talk about negative body image for a second, because this is a very real thing. Having a negative body image comes from the world telling you what you need to look like. It comes from paying attention to all of these people and all of these things that are like, you have to look like this, you should be doing that. The should game, don't even get me started. Yes, everyone's saying that they've done diet, they've been told they have to do diets, and Amber's like, I don't even like salad. Yeah, and you don't have to like salad. You don't have to like salad to be healthy. Oh my gosh. Because negative body image is real. That idea that you have to look a certain way to be happy, that is the worst. And I've been there. I have been at a spot where I did not like what I looked like in the mirror before I got into the shower, or my clothes stopped fitting, or whatever it was. I had this idea that like I was wrong, the way I looked was wrong, and I should look like something else, because that's what diet culture tells you. Because here's the thing, dieting is short term. It has you fixate on your weight and use that as a measure. It literally gives you a negative body image, and diet culture is always fluctuating. Do you know why diet culture is like a multi-$100 billion industry? It's because it doesn't work. The reason the diet industry makes so much money is because it doesn't work. They want you to keep going back to keep paying them hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to just buy in on one calorie counter or personal trainers or whatever that is, whatever someone is trying to say, hey, this is how you do this. It's always changing. Like Atkins diet, Weight Watchers, keto, low carb, low sugar. There's a reason it's always changing. It's because it like doesn't work. Because more people keep buying and more people keep trying other things. Is that a mind blown for you? Because that was for me. Oh my gosh. Amber, that's hilarious. The only thing on a woman's body that should be measured is her boobs for a good bra fit. Agreed. Yes. I want you to comment a mind blown. Yes, Angel, mind blown. That's why the industry is so powerful and big, is because it doesn't work. So what we want is we want sustainable nutrition. We want something long-term. We want to eat your favorite foods. We want to maintain our weight loss if that's your goal. I don't focus on exactly weight loss, but if that's your goal, I do help with that. But if you are working on that, you want to maintain that. You don't want to cut out bread and sugar for 6 months, lose a bunch of weight, and then go back to eating those cookies that you're like your grandma's recipe or whatever. You're just going to go right back to what you were before. You're going to stay consistent. Some months don't have to look like different months. You can have the same routine. You never have to count calories or points, and you can eat without stress. Can you imagine like just being able to eat without stressing and focusing on what really matters in your life? Because that's what this is all about. Having your health and confidence, that means that you can focus on what actually matters and not fixating on all this external stuff that doesn't matter. And so I took this photo last week. This is me and my husband in our kitchen. Do you see the light in my eyes? That smile on my face? That's because I have sustainable nutrition. This was a few minutes after I FaceTimed with my sister. She was teaching me how to make sourdough bread. And then that night, I also made muffins. The next morning, I made English muffins. Do you notice what I was baking? Bread. I was making bread. Because I can. Sustainable nutrition lets you eat what you want. And I'm happy about it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Do you remember that last photo? The light was gone from my eyes, man. I was not happy. This photo, I'm happy because I'm focusing on what actually matters in my life, which is my happiness and the relationships that matter to me. Whitney says, sustainable nutrition is awesome. All those things are so good. Yes. Right now in my life, after following the 3 pillars and flow framework, I have sustainable nutrition. I can eat my favorite foods. I can maintain my weight. I have control over my food cravings. I used to have to eat sugar every single time after lunch or else I'd feel off for the rest of the day. If you have ever experienced food cravings in your life, I want you to comment food cravings. Comment food cravings if you have ever experienced food cravings in your life, because I know we're in this together. I don't have that idea of an all or nothing mentality. That idea that for some reason, like I have to do everything perfectly or else it won't work. And then once I stop doing it or I miss a day, all of a sudden it's like totally kaput and all of a sudden it's like every day is a cheat day. Again, I don't believe in cheat days. Those are actually the worst. No cheat days. Meaning there's no such thing as a cheat day. Sustainable nutrition means you can eat what you want and still be healthy. There are sustainable nutrition principles that you can follow that let you do this. And again, right now, because I have followed this framework, that's a completely new thing. Because I do that, I can focus on what matters. This is what being a confidence creator is being able to have sustainable nutrition because you're optimizing your health. Not optimizing your health or doing whatever the world tells you what to do, but doing what you want to do in a healthy way. Everyone's different. Everybody is different. I want you to comment confidence creator. Comment confidence creator if you're like, wow, that sounds awesome. Because when you optimize your health, when you apply this third secret of the 3 pillars and flow, this is what you're going to get. You're going to be able to take control of your own health. You're not going to have to worry about what anyone else is doing, not what the internet is telling you, not what the Facebook ads or Instagram ads or whatever someone is targeting you with. You're not going to have to worry about those diets and those shakes or whatever that is. And you're never going to have to rely on another diet program again. Oh my gosh. Being a confidence creator means that you take control for your life. You master your thoughts. You understand your heart and you optimize your health. And now I want to share with you a story of someone that optimized their health. This is Hannah. Hannah said, I used to be addicted to sugar. The amount of cookies I ate were insane. But after working with Andrea, my body actually craves healthy foods. Because, oh my gosh, we know what it's like to be addicted to sugar. When I used to have to eat chocolate cravings, I used to have to eat chocolate after lunch. We know what that's like. Oh my gosh, it's like actually the worst. But when she applied the sustainable nutrition principles that I have, these are what has been passed down through generations in my family. These are through the massive research that I went through. When you follow these nutrition principles that I have, your food cravings go away. When you create new habits and they actually stick because you're following the 3 pillars of flow framework, that's when massive change happens. And that's when that real powerful confidence creator identity comes into play. So how are we feeling? How do we feel about this third secret of optimizing your health and not having to worry about dieting? Because you can still eat your favorite foods. Oh my gosh, how are we feeling together? I want you to comment below. Let me know how you're feeling.
Well, I'm telling this third one really hit me, Andrea, because the no carb thing has always been a big thing for over 20 years. Everything is don't do the carbs. And I understand it. I did, everything's in proportion. I understand it. But that hangry, I get it, because that hangry is me. because I just like, and you know what, to cut out your foods, that's the biggie thing that everybody talks about. I just love the new way you're looking. It's amazing. Like Amber is saying, you know, that's amazing how you're putting it. And, you know, a lot of people that I have that really want to tell their story and get their word out, they won't because of the weight, and they won't get in front of the video. They won't get in front and really be, like you said, authentic self inside of them and step up because they're embarrassed of what maybe hear. And people want to hear from you, and they want to see that in that negative body, and that's part of it. They not see themselves on a video and actually keep talking.
Yeah.
And I put that, go ahead.
Yeah, because people want to hear from you. They're not looking at your weight. You're looking at your weight, and that's what's holding you back.
It's not only weight, too, that body image, like you talked about. Like, you know, as we age, we're all aging at the same time, just different rates. And, you know, wrinkles to this, to that. And, you know, you can beat yourself up and say, oh, my gosh, I wasn't good at that. But I love that is to eat food. And Amber, I want to say, because that was funny, we should not be measuring anything except for, you're right, to get new bras if that's what it is. And on what matters is math, and really that creating that new habits. And wow, within these secrets, I've learned so much.
Oh, yeah. And the interesting thing of optimizing your health, the idea is that you should never cut out food groups. Carbs are the energy. Your body needs that energy. So you should never be cutting out carbs. And when you let yourself just eat with sustainable nutrition principles, that's when your body image goes up. When you combine this idea of mastering your thoughts, understanding your heart, and optimizing your health, your body image skyrockets. I've seen it so many times.
It does. I mean, when you really get out of your own way, and I love, wait, I really want to say something. I love how you said no cheat days, because there's no such thing as it. I mean, just say again on that, because you really give yourself permission. Say that again. I really want everybody to hear that again.
Yes, there's no such thing as a cheat day, because you shouldn't be even, there's no such thing, because there is no such thing as cheat days. When you have sustainable nutrition principles, you don't have to worry about cheat days, because you're eating the same every day. You're not having to think about all of the things you shouldn't be eating. There's nothing that you shouldn't eat. There's sustainable nutrition principles that you can follow that we'll talk about in a second. But there's no such thing as a cheat day, because it doesn't even exist. It's just you giving yourself permission to eat like crap for a long time, and then it derails you, and then it's the worst thing ever. So we don't even have to worry about cheat days, and thank goodness, because they can really be a nightmare.
They really can, and then you can overdo and undo.
Exactly.
It's very exciting. I know that we're not going to go too much deeper in, but I can't wait. How we can get deeper into this to understand how you can have a cheat day every day, but you don't even label it that. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I am here to blow minds.
You are. Are we kind of shake it out till we come moving in? We want to shake. We're just going to shake it in just a little bit. Let's shake it out just a little bit, because that was a lot of information. I love focusing on what really matters in my life and not having to think about what I'm eating. So shake it out, move around, no shame, releasing that. Good. Releasing all of it. So, yes, are we ready? Are we grounded?
Yes.
Everybody, let me see.
We're ready. We are so ready for the surprise.
Go ahead. Hashtag shine on. Until it has to shine on, so we can move it.
Take out that energy, because we are almost ready for the surprise. It's happening. So get ready.
There we go. Keep it hashtag shine on. See it. Use those chapters. Below on the mind. And on our minds. There you go. Amazing. I'm getting amazed, amazing, all kinds of words. Yay. Good. All right. Shine on, shine on. So, what else do we have here? Gosh.
It's about to happen. Oh my gosh, it's happening. The surprise is happening. So stay tuned. We are ready. We're starting right now.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Okay. We have talked about all of these amazing things. And we've talked about these nutrition and these sustainable nutrition principles, and not dieting is going to give you the lifelong health that you've been wanting. So we know that the key to lifelong health and confidence is mastering your thoughts, understanding your heart, and optimizing your health. We know that it's the 3 pillars and flow framework. We've talked about the 3 pillars. These are the 3 secrets: mastering your thoughts, understanding your heart, optimizing your health. Make sure you've written this down. We have not talked about these 5 steps. That's what's next. And you guys are so amazing for being here. And I want you to just like take a deep breath with me and just be ready for this. Because we are about to dive in. Because now we know these pillars, we know these secrets, but how do you do this? Like, what are these 5 steps? These 5 steps, the flow of the 3 pillars and flow. How do we apply these 3 pillars to our life? Because we have the surprise for you. Angel Marie and I have a surprise. Do you want to hear how you can actually really apply what we've talked about today? You know the foundational principles, but do you want to know actually how you'll be able to go home and know what to do? Like actual things to put on the calendar on what to do. I need to hear a yes from you. Do you want to hear about what this surprise is and what this opportunity could be for you so you can become this confidence creator? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I want you to comment yes if you want to hear about this. Because I have to tell you this story. When I was creating this, when I discovered this, I thought, oh my gosh, like I need to help these people. I need to help these women and even these men, but mostly these women that are just struggling. I don't know if you recognize this photo, but this is the Great British Baking Show. Because I need to set you in a scene, okay? This is our last Andrea story, okay? This is how oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I'm like, ah, okay. This is exactly how I came up with this idea. I'm sitting at my kitchen table, the exact one that I'm at right now. I'm sitting at this kitchen table. I have my journal open and I'm just writing down everything that I can think of how I can help you, specifically you. And I was thinking of ideas and I was thinking, and I wasn't getting anything that I loved because I had this in my head and I just couldn't get it out on paper. And I was like, how can I help these women? And so I close my notebook, we leave the house, we go do dinner, we come back, and I'm like, okay, I need to do this. I grab my journal and my pen, I go upstairs to our room, and we turn on the Great British Baking Show. Imagine this. I'm sitting on my bed, crisscross applesauce. I have my journal in my hand with my pen. The lights are off. I see the bright light of the screen, right? Great British Baking Show. I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I have this information. How do I get it out to the amazing people? As I'm sitting there with the Great British Baking Show and all the cooks, they're doing their competition, they're baking and it's beautiful. The timers are going off. All of a sudden I'm like, I got it. I got it. These ideas, this flooding of information came into my head. I'm scribbling like crazy. I kid you not. I am scribbling and I'm scribbling and I'm scribbling. And my husband, he looks over and he says, Andrea, are you okay? And I'm like, yes, but shh, because this is coming from, coming and I need to get this out. He's like, okay, you do your thing. I'm writing this down. Timers are going off. It's super crazy. And then all of a sudden, the show goes quiet. I go quiet. I put my pen down and I look at this.
And I think, holy cow, this is it. This is how I get the information out to the amazing people. This is how I help people become actual confidence creators. And here's the thing. Whether you're religious or spiritual, or you believe in source or nature or energy, I want you to know that this idea was not 100% mine. Meaning I had help. Like I actually had help. I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. This experience of watching the Great British Baking Show, having this idea come down to me, this combination of my experience plus this knowledge, I know this is for you, and that's why, because I had help. Laura says chills. Yes, I had chills. This is the framework that I came up with. This 3 pillars and flow. I came up with this framework, and I came up with how to give it to you. I want you to write these 5 steps down. Realize, identify, optimize, overcome, and momentum. Notice how the colors line up. Each step lines up with a pillar. These are the steps that you have to go through to become a confidence creator. This idea of this framework, plus, I haven't even talked about the idea about how to get it out to the people, how to get it out to you. Because you understand the principles right now, and now you're ready for the how. So I want to come over to the comments. Like, are you ready to hear about this special opportunity? I don't do this a lot, honestly. Angel says yes. Laura, yes. Amber, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you want to hear about this. If you decide, when you decide that you are ready to be a confidence creator and you take advantage of this opportunity, this is what's going to happen. With this special opportunity that I'm doing for you, because I'm with Angel Marie, your mental health is going to skyrocket. And you're going to know where to focus your energy. We have focused our energy on total meaningless stuff before. We know what that feels like. You're going to be able to spend authentic time with your friends and family without worrying about food. Imagine going to restaurants, parties, work things, buffets, just Sunday dinner at grandma's. Imagine being able to go somewhere and not worry about food and just be present with the people you're with. You are going to be able to stay consistent and accountable without being overwhelmed. You're going to have improved body image. Oh my gosh, like crazy improved body image. And you're actually going to enjoy food and hit your goals. Can you imagine if you just hit one of your New Year's resolutions that you made a few weeks ago? How would it feel if you hit one? I want you to comment and say, I want you to answer the question, would this be awesome? I want you to say yes or no. Would this be awesome if you were able to have all of these things? If this is something that's right for you, because it's not right for everyone, but if you're here, I know it is, you're going to be able to get rid of the complicated nutrition plans. There's so many apps and like downloadable recipes and whatever that is. Like you're going to be able to get rid of those crazy rigid daily nutrition plans. You can get rid of your health app memberships. You can stop buying expensive workout memberships. You can stop buying expensive food. I don't know why, but so many people say you have to buy expensive food to be healthy. Dude, I'm a couponer. I go straight to the sale aisles. And you can get rid of your calorie counter apps. There's so many things that you gain and everything that you can get rid of when you decide that you want to take advantage of this special opportunity. Are you ready to hear this? Oh my gosh, comment #ready. #ready if you're ready to hear this. Because this is exactly why I'm here to help you. If you've gotten enough today and you're like, awesome, Andrea, this is great, that's awesome. You're going to have a lot of information to be able to apply to your life. But if you're like, hey, I actually need help and I'm ready to go faster. If you want to go faster to become a confidence creator and to access all of these goals that you have, if you want to go faster, then this is your thing. This is the idea that came to me when I was sitting in bed, okay? We have the Health and Confidence Academy. This is something that I've created that is the exact way to solidify the principles that you've learned today. This is like if you just had a plug into my brain and just let it all out. This is exactly everything in my head on how you can apply mastering your thoughts, understanding your heart, optimizing your health. And there's a workbook that goes along with it. Oh my gosh, it's an entire academy. You can graduate. You get a certificate. It's an actual academy. And I knew that this would be awesome just in and of itself. But I thought, no. Actually, no. There's 6 months of group coaching. Because I love you and I care for you, I know that you're going to need help. You're going to have questions. You have specific needs for you. And so I want you to have accountability. I want you to be a part of a social group, especially because we're in quarantine, man. It's lonely. You can be part of a social group, encouragement, and ongoing help. Every single week we meet for an hour and we talk about this. We have themes, we have topics. And if you are currently in my 6-month group coaching program, I want you to comment some emojis and talk about what you think of it, because oh my gosh, I want you to hear from you. How has this been for you? The bonus number 1 for this is amazing. I have 12 sustainable nutrition principles that I want to give you. These are the things that have come down from the generations of my family and through massive intensive research. None of it has to do with dieting. None of it has to do with cutting out your favorite foods or cheat days. Heck no. These are 12 principles that you can follow. If you even solidify one new habit from this, oh my gosh, if you solidify one new habit, you will be a changed person. But I'm giving you 12 because genuinely from my heart, I want to help you. Bonus number 2 is going to be an anti-comparison social media training. I know what it's like to have a goal and to all of a sudden start scrolling social media and be able to, like, all of a sudden you just like can't anymore. You're like, well, I'm never going to look like that. I'm never going to be like that. So I just need to not. And then we give up on ourselves just because of social media. Oh my gosh. And this training helps you be able to be on social media and to not start spiraling, to not compare yourself to others. Oh my gosh. Bonus number 3, are you ready? This is a how to create more time in your life ebook. I know you're busy. Oh my gosh, I'm busy. I know what that's like. But what if you knew how to create more time in your life? Like to actually have more time during the day. You would be able to focus on your goals, focus on the people that you care about if you had more time. And our final bonus is literally daily access to me. You can have daily access to me and my coaching. This is what I do. This is what I love doing. Not only are you going to have an entire academy, you're going to have one hour call a week with this amazing group of women, but you're going to be able to ask me questions every day and get coached by me every day. Everyday help, coaching, and support. I don't know how long this is going to last because that might be too much, but right now it's an amazing group of women. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful thing. So let's recap. And I wanted you to be able to have kind of like, what is this actually worth? Like legitimately, what is this worth? Because the Health and Confidence Academy in and of itself is worth $997. If you were able to take everything in my brain, learn it, and then apply it in this workbook, that is actually worth $997. Then we have our 6 months of group coaching, $997 for 6 months. That's what it's worth. This is the value. I know of coaching programs out there that are literally $400 a month. Oh my gosh. And then the 12 sustainable nutrition principles is worth $97. Imagine if you knew the exact things that you could do in your life to have sustainable health. And their anti-comparison social media training worth $47. Or how to create more time worth $27. And then of course, daily access to me, I value my time. I'm going to be real with you. I value my time. So this is literally worth $997. And of course, you're going to get a t-shirt. You're going to get a free t-shirt, a confidence creator t-shirt. Imagine being able to have this tangible thing in your hands that you can be like, yeah, I'm a confidence creator. And I want to show you these people, these amazing women that are in this program, what have they seen in their lives? I want you to meet Natasha. She really struggled at the beginning, but now she said that these past holidays, the holidays and how much I ate were brilliant. She's from the UK. She's awesome. Compared to other years, even my family noticed a change in me. Natasha is a confidence creator. She is there every week, ready to change, ready to learn. We have Carolyn. She now has a morning routine that helps her get ready every single day. This was one of our topics, was how to have a morning routine and a nightly routine to help you be a confidence creator. I want you to give me some emojis. Give me some emojis and some round of applause for these women for doing it. And now I want you to meet Jenna. I love her. I've known her for so many years. She said, Andrea has a special way of connecting with people, and she helped me find the next step. So all of this, right? All of this added up, the value is literally $3,187. That's the actual value. And I could charge that, but like, I'm not going to do that, even though that's actually what it's worth. Because what would being completely healthy and confident do for the rest of your life? What would that be worth to you? Laura says, yes, some of my favorite women. Yes, she's in my coaching program and she's amazing. How much would it be worth to you to literally be able to be confident in every situation? To learn how to be authentic, to not worry about food, to not worry about potential future medical bills, worth way more than $3,000 if you couldn't get your health in order. This is actually worth $3,178, but because it's special and I'm with Angel Marie today, I'm going to offer this to you for a smaller price. It's not going to be $3,187. Heck no. What do you think it's going to be? I'm a couponer. I like giving discounts. For you, it's literally only $497 for 6 months of intensive training, confidence, and health work. Holy cow. Only $497. It's amazing. I could literally charge $3,000 for this, but I'm not going to do that. I want this to be accessible for everyone. It's 84% off. So what I want you to do is, as you're listening, I want you to open a new tab in your computer or on your phone. I want you to open this tab that says livinghealthywithandrea.com/academy coaching. I want you to open this tab and I want you to look at it and be like, okay, am I ready to do this? The fact that you're here is a yeah. And I want to be your coach and I want to help your energy. And I know that this is amazing. It's actually amazing. But I always have a 14-day money-back guarantee. If you get in there and you come to a coaching call and if you're just like, you know what, Andrea, this is great, but it's not for me, that's okay. I won't even ask a question. I'll just give you all your money back. Because I'm here for you. I'm here to genuinely help you. You get every single thing on this list. And here's the thing. I have to be super real with you. This is only going to be available for the next 3 days because I can only let so many people in at a time. This isn't open all the time. I can only let so many. My systems can't handle it, and my team. And I want you to know that the first 5 people that decide that they're ready to be confidence creators, they get a free one-on-one call with me that's an hour. And we're going to map out your exact roadmap. Which of those pillars do you need to work on? Which one of those steps are you on? Because, oh my gosh, I get to spend time with you if you're one of the 5 people. And so I want to hear from you. Now is your time for questions. I have some common questions, but if you're like, okay, this sounds awesome, but like I have a question here, I want you to comment your questions. Some of the questions that I've gotten in the past are, I've tried so many other programs. How do I know if this is actually going to work for me? The way that I know it's going to work for you is because I built this system in a way that it is applicable to anyone in any area of their life. That's why diets don't work, remember? But this system is for you. It's exactly for you. Oh my gosh. And then we have, how fast am I going to see results? Natasha, remember her, we met her? She said 3 days. She saw results in 3 days. The way that I teach you on how to actually master your thoughts, how to have those new thoughts, how to be able to create this life, and how to have a handle on your emotions, she saw results in 3 days. Another question I get a lot is, how do I know the price is going to be worth it? Because I know it's not the same for everyone. The price is worth it is if you make it worth it. I am 100% in it for you. If you give me 100%, I know that this will be worth it. The results that you see, just think about having lifelong health and confidence with yourself, your relationships, your body and food. That is worth it. You'd be set up for the rest of your life. And do I have payment plans? Of course. Of course I have payment plans. As you open your tab, you'll be able to see those payment plans there. That's why they're there for. I know that things are happening in your life. That's why I want to make it accessible for every single one of you. And what happens after 6 months? This is another question I get. After 6 months, you are literally set up for the rest of your life. We are going to work every single day. There's no recurring payments. There's no auto. No, I don't believe in that. If we work together for 6 months, imagine if you worked weekly, consistently, you had accountability with me, an expert health and confidence coach. Imagine where you would be at in 6 months. Oh my gosh, you'd be set. And is this just from physical health or just for mental health? Oh my gosh, it's for both. It's actually for both. And here's the thing. When you work on your mental health, your physical health gets better. When you work on your physical health, your mental health is better. It's all tied together. And do you help with meal planning and recipes? Yes. I don't believe in giving you a meal plan because you know you, but I give you the tools and the recipes and optional ideas, and I brainstorm and I solidify a plan with you. I don't believe in just giving you something. I could and I can, but I believe in giving you the tools on how to do that. Will I get one-on-one help with Andrea, or is coaching only as a group? So our weekly call is as a group, right? And it's an hour together, but every day you have an opportunity to get coached with me one-on-one in that setting. Right now, we have a small group of women. So now would be the time to join because we could get bigger. And then there's less time for me. But right now, if you join now, I can help you every day. Actually, every day. Anytime you have a question or you're struggling or you have a win and you want to celebrate, I'm there for you. And how will this help in my relationships? Imagine if you were physically healthy, emotionally healthy, and you were able to be this person that you want to be. Imagine how you would show up in your relationships. Oh my gosh, it'd be a beautiful thing. And the last question that I have is, will it be hard? I love this question. I think this is an amazing question because no, it's not going to be hard, but it's also not going to be easy. We are going to work together to have you become the person that you want to be, to overcome those food cravings, to overcome these mental blocks. You keep getting in your own way. You keep jinxing yourself or worrying about this guilt, or you're just worrying about your life. It's not going to be hard. I have the exact steps on how to do this. We get to work together. It'll be work, but it's fun work. It's fun. Okay, that is the last question I have. Let me check the comments. Sherry said, can it work for cancer patients? This is such a great question. I'm not a medical professional, but I know that I can help people mentally with their health and confidence. If you want sustainable nutrition, and you want to work on your personal confidence, yes, I can help. But I can't cure cancer. I'm not a medical professional, but I can definitely help people going through hard things, 100%. And if you have any questions, then I want you to send an email to me and my team at contact@livinghealthywithandrea.com, and I can answer your specific questions. And again, it's only for the next 3 days. But holy cow, that was a whirlwind. That's our last slide we have together. I'm so, so excited to be with you today. Holy cow.
I am just blown away. I mean, your bonuses, the ebook time, I really have to go back to that because that's a really important right now. People are having a lot of problems with their time and understanding how to do that. And then that other bonus is that access to you, because it's important, because we get stuck very easily with things. And then we say, can we move forward? And then we're like, well, I'll have to wait until the group coaching. No, you don't have to do that. That's powerful. I mean, 6 months. So 6 months times 4, that's 24 group. That is a lot of group coaching.
Yes.
For a nominal fee. Whoa, that you're really giving away the horses here today.
I am. It's because I'm with you, Angel Marie, and because I'm with your amazing audience. That's why I genuinely wanted to help you and them.
Well, thank you. I mean, wow, that was just really, and then we get, and I how you put that, because there's nobody wants to go to the hospital. Nobody wants to go to the doctor right now. And you really, the fuel that you put in is food. And when you understand the food, then you're not having to go to the hospital or to healthcare and get on pills. It matters. It really does matter.
Yes. I just saw another question come in. It says, should a cancer patient talk to their physician about the meals part? Of course. Always talk to medical professionals. I am here as your coach to help you in the present and looking forward towards the future and helping personally with your confidence and sustainable health. But always talk to a medical professional.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This was so wonderful. It was so wonderful. And I cannot wait to start and being with you for 6 months and understanding. Where'd she go? She left. I don't know where she went. She'll be coming back. But Andrea really has a passion. I want you to think about this, the passion that you have for your life, for your sister, for your mom, for your friends. And that passion that you have is powerful. And the purpose, your story, you matter. And to look at your confidence, your health in this way, to look, there she came back there. I mean, I was just saying to really look at your life in a way and perspective where you don't have to give anything up and deny, because that energy, and you know I work with energy, doesn't work. And what happens is you shame, and you talked about that. So take advantage of this right now and start on this journey with Andrea. And powerful. Thank you for such a wonderful nominal fee that you're bringing to so many people to help them.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, is to help. Honestly, I love doing it.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I think that what we should do right now, if anybody else has any other questions or anything, is that we really should just end this by really singing this out and taking this all in. What do you think? What do you think?
Yes.
So everybody get up, because we've been sitting there standing for a while. Out and really listen to what it's saying. Ambition, fire and soul. Move with your heart. Let your spirit flow out. What you want and what you got. Take top. Don't you ever stop. Shine. We want you to shine. Raise your vibration. Shine. To raise the vibration. Shine on. Woohoo! Yes! Looking for the answers. Seeking you will find. Your heart. Leave it all behind. Smile. Oh, back. Glowing like a star. Show them who you are. Shine. Shine. Shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. You're the secret. You're the answer. You are. Look within you. Breathe and you're a shining star. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Don't you worry, don't you fake it. Be just who you are. You're the answer to the questions. You're that shining star. Shine, you really are the star. Shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Now that you can see all that you can be, breathe into your heart. Don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Beautiful. Yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. And you know what I love about it too is that shine on. And you started with talking about that we collaborated because you wanted to help women to shine their light, to shine brighter. And being able to listening to that song and how you put that, it comes from the heart. That was one of your, what was it, the pillars, or was it one of the five?
One of the pillars, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's why I believe in what you're offering so much to help women to really step into not those, just being okay with themselves.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for this. Really,
thank you too, Angel Marie. What you have done for your people and just the energy you bring. I'm honored to be with you today.
You are so welcome. And Eddie, that was on the line today and the replay.
Yes.
Give yourself permission to look at yourself differently, perceive your life differently, and really give yourself permission to let Andrea help you, because she's right there. She's committed to helping you. Thank you.
Yay. Thank you so much.
Yay. All right, everybody. We're going to be off here. All right, have a great night. Thank you.
Bye.
Keep shining.